Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, we're gonna crochet, yeah, but I wanted to make a video on kind of like my gut journey, what's been going on, what I decided to do, what I've done, all the things. So let's just take it back circa like 2023. Well, okay, backtrack. I competed in my bodybuilding competition December of 2023. I think that's right. Yeah, December of 2023. November and December of 2023. And then, so 2024, like after my prep, I started experiencing a bunch of like gut issues. And I'm not gonna blame anybody because there's literally nobody to blame. And I'm gonna say the theory behind this was what happens whenever you diet down a lot, and I mean a lot, plus do a lot of cardio. Several things can happen. For one, stomach acid goes down because I'm such in a high stressed spot. My body is physically stressed. I wouldn't say I was mentally stressed. I would say most of my stress was physical, maybe a little mental, coming from a new job that I started also at the same time that I started my prep, which was also my first job out of college. And so there was just a lot of like moving parts going on. I'm not gonna blame, I'm just gonna say it's kind of like a culmination of all of these things. Anyways, like I was saying, after prep, and just the fact that like you eat so little, and then after you do your show, whatever, then you have more food than you normally would have. And I mean, I had a meal like the day after my show and it was so much food, and actually my stomach felt really bad after eating that much food because I basically like binge ate. And that was really the only meal that I feel like I binge ate. All of my other meals, I immediately got like right back on track after that. I don't think I binge ate. I think I was more like I just overate because like I could, because the food was there and I haven't had that food in like 4 months. And so I just really wanted to eat it. And I think that when you have like low bacteria from being in prep and not eating as much food, and then you have all of a sudden like this influx of sugar and carbs, and you're not used to all eating these things, I think my body was like, whoa, what the heck? And then I started eating more of these foods, and I really don't think that any of these issues started until after my prep. And because I didn't really have bad digestion before, I didn't think I did anyways. And so that kind of started that, and I was having some issues, so I got a GI map done. There was nothing really crazy. There was some bacteria that was off, but there wasn't like any H. pylori, anything like that. But I was just having some like weird symptoms of like when I would wipe, I would see like food particles, like really things that are like severe and should be taken care of, but it's like the GI map didn't show a lot, so it wasn't really a whole lot I could do. I just started kind of focusing on my liver health and gut lining support and all those things. Well, then like this past summer, I kind of just like ignored it because I was like, I think it's fine, like I feel fine, I'm fine. But I would get like random bloating, and like I eat very clean, so it's not like I'm just eating like shit. I'm very like ingredient focused. If you know, then you know. And this past summer I had started getting like all these problems, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. But the coach that I had at the time, he was like, I think you should find somebody else to help you because like I literally don't know what's going on. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I hired this other coach, and we worked together for 6 months. And at this point I was having like loose stools multiple times a day, like despite eating really healthy. So whatever we did in the first couple of weeks, I immediately stopped having those loose stools. And I was like, wow, okay, this is working. Like I did another GI map, did come back, I had H. pylori. And so he was like, okay, that's cool. So then we did kind of like a kill off phase. Well, then after we were wrapping up our 6 months, like I said, my symptoms did get better, did improve, but like I still feel like there was something lingering going on. But I was like, you know what, I mean, like we've kind of like done everything. I followed the protocol, I've done what was told. And so yeah, I did another GI map literally the beginning of March, and came back H. pylori and candida, which I knew something was off because it was, my bowels were still off. Like, I'm talking like undigested food and stools came back, and like my bloating was feeling worse, and just a couple different like things going on. And I was like, okay, something's definitely still off. And I knew that when I did the GI map that it was still going to be off. Just like very foul smelling type things. Like all this stuff I'm telling you is like very confidential, but like I don't really care because I want people to know like what gut issues actually look like. If they're chronic, like you gotta get that shit figured out. So I went to the doctor immediately. They referred me to the GI, to a gastroenterologist, knowing I'm not going there because they're gonna make me do colonoscopy. They're gonna make me do things like, I just don't really want to do that. And so obviously I didn't go because like I am not a rule follower when it comes to that kind of stuff. But anyways, that being said, I reached out to one of my friends, and also like somebody who's really good with like gut health things, has gone through a lot of her own struggles, and she basically does what I do with like my clients. And she gave me some things I could do. We met with a dietitian and a girl that I completely trust because she's super knowledgeable about what she's doing. And so we got on like a 3-way call. She told me what I needed to do. I literally, there's a website you can go on, and this is like a really trusted website. You can request medications. So she told me what medications I should request, what antibiotics, because at this point I'm like, I don't really care if I do antibiotics. The antibiotics are obviously a lot harder on your gut, and that's why typically people go the more, like I do typically go more holistic herbal route. And she was like, you probably just need something stronger. Like it obviously didn't kill off with just herbals. Obviously, so the H. pylori was still there, the candida was still there, and I still had a little bit of lingering symptoms. And so she was like, do this, go to this website. I don't remember what the website's called, but you go on there and you tell them your symptoms, and then you're like, well, how long do you know you had it? And all, yeah, and I literally screenshotted my results of my GI map, and immediately like they sent the prescriptions to my pharmacy that I requested. And my insurance paid for it. I only had to pay $2.50 for my medication, my antibiotics. So I've been taking those for a little over a week now. I think next Wednesday will be my last day, but I'm doing the antibiotics for the H. pylori. And then once I get finished antibiotics, then I'm gonna do antifungal for the candida for 10 days, I believe. So doing that, plus taking the advice from the girl that's helping me, and the 2 girls that are helping me, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, like last straw on my gut journey. I really hope that this is the last thing that I have to do. If it's not, I'm gonna trust fully in God that like he knows that the road may be a little bit more challenging for me when it comes to my gut. And the reason why I am so adamant about getting it figured out is like, unless you've gone through chronic gut issues, then you really can't sit here and be like, oh, it's all in your head. Do not let somebody gaslight you and tell you that it's all in your head and like it's all stress related, which yeah, it could be. The reason that it's recurring is because I don't know how to manage my stress, which I'm working on. But also like, sometimes I mess up. Also, like you sometimes just gotta figure it out. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. Sorry, I gotta relive that because I was like not paying attention to that one. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and then I'm like, shoot, I gotta start over. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Don't let anybody gaslight you. Do what you need to do. If you need to take antibiotic, if you need to go the antibiotic route, go the antibiotic route instead of the antimicrobial route, which I had done in the past. And I'm like, nope, let's literally just kill it off. And I mean, if you go to the doctor and they have you do the H. pylori, like I think you do like a kind of like a breath test type of thing, then they would give antibiotics. So it's like literally no different. I'm not anti-medicine. I just get frustrated because they don't listen to me. When I went to the doctor, I got more pissed. They literally referred me to like cardiologist, gynecologist, and gastroenterologist because I told them all my symptoms, because I would have like random heart palpitations. Honestly too, since being on antibiotics, I have had any heart palpitations. So I'm really confused. I'm not confused. I'm just like, okay, so definitely I did need to I did have an infection going on, or what else would I be feeling that I'm feeling? So yeah, that's a little kind of an update on me and my health. I'm also putting myself through like a little bit of fat loss phase. So I'm doing more cardio, less food, just because I'm trying to get mega lean. Not mega lean, but pretty freaking lean for my wedding. And I'm going wedding dress shopping in June. So I'm just gonna try to like maintain my leaner physique. And even if I don't maintain it, I know exactly how to lose weight. So that's a good thing for me. But I do want to maintain. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, but you could gain weight. Like, you could. Like, yeah, I could, but that's all in my control. And I don't want to sit here and like push a whole bunch of food again and like gain a whole bunch of weight back just to try and lose it again. Like, I just want to stay a healthy amount of lean for a period. Like, see, I have to start back over because I don't know what I did. Like, I just want to stay a healthy, lean look and just like stay there and not have to be like constantly like cutting and bulking. I just want to stay there, but I want it to be a look that I like. And like, yes, I love my curves. I love when I'm like, I want a little bit more definition in my stomach and my arms, and I think that's totally fine. And don't let people tell you that you look fine the way you are. If you want to change, I think it's okay, because at the end of the day, like, it's your body, so you get to do whatever the heck you want with it, and I will stand on that. But anyways, I'm enjoying my hobbies recently, especially my crocheting. Like, obviously I'm working on a bag, and so that's why I'm like trying to get this bottom done. And then I also want to make something for my little niece, and so I want to make her a blanket, but it takes a lot of time. Like, I think I spent an hour earlier working on this, and then I spent an hour also earlier working on my little squares, which I'll show you this. I'm just gonna finish this one. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on. I did set a wedding date, so it'll be May of next year. I'm super excited. I got a venue and all the things, but I really haven't done anything else wedding related. Oh, I did actually yesterday make a wedding registry, so I am excited to like put stuff on that, which I've already put some things, which we don't really need a lot. There's more just like things that I want. Like, I want an air fryer. I don't have an air fryer. I use the oven for everything, and I hate that sometimes. But what else do I really, things that I want? Like, we want a coffee machine that's like a legit like espresso. I don't really drink coffee that much, but Brock does, and so he wants like a nice one for himself. If I do drink coffee, like, okay, cool, but usually not, just because I don't know, I don't need caffeine. But I don't even think it's about like needing it. I think it's just about like wanting to have something to drink. So yeah, what's going on here? Okay, so this is what we've got going on so far. I need to make this like probably like 2 times the thickness of this, and this is gonna go on the bottom of my bag. It's gonna go, so this is currently what I'm working on, like my little squares here, and then these are going to go on my bag. I have to make a bunch of these and then like put them all, stitch them all together essentially, and then this will, like, that bottom piece I'm working on will be like the bottom piece of the bag. And I have to do straps. Like, it's gonna take a whole long while, but I've gotten pretty good at it, so I'm just like, just keep going, girl. We're gonna get there. But yeah, just a little update on me, and I'm excited. Like, spring's coming around, summer's coming around. I don't really have a ton of things planned. I'm gonna start doing my own nails. I did get, like, this is my little hobby corner. I got my lamp, and I've got like my nail stuff and my colors. I've got these 2 colors. I'm gonna do the yellow because Easter's next week, and I need to go to Walmart though today and get some stuff to like nail polish remover, like acetone for my toenails, and peel that off, and then I'll probably do yellow on my toes too. But yeah, I'm really just into like having fun at home, having hobbies, and keeping myself busy, but just like liking the things I do. Like, I'm loving doing what I'm doing with all of my crocheting and my hobbies, and I'm really excited to do my nails too. So, but yeah, one of my friends is this weekend. We have one of my friends is opening up a studio, and so she's having like her grand opening tonight, so I'm excited to do that and get ready for that. But I am gonna go to the gym after this, so I think I'm gonna vlog that, but my camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna have to charge her. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my little kind of health updates, what's been going on. I have lost 4 pounds. I've kind of plateaued, so I decided to drop my calories a little bit more, increase my cardio a bit, and so we're just gonna keep chugging along with that. And yeah, I'm excited. See you guys in the next video.